everybody, it is I, Miss Laura, and it is time for our Storytime Craft of the Week. So today we are going to be making our own under the sea fish bowl. So I will show you. If you come by the library, you'll have pre-made packs like this, and it says Storytime Fish. But I'm going to tell you everything that I'm using in case you don't come over here. You can still make it at home. So the first thing you're going to need is a paper plate. And then I have a couple strips of paper here. And then inside of my Ziploc baggie, I can shake it all out there. I have some little fish and shark cutouts. So we have a jellyfish and a couple of colored sharks. And then I just have some little sequins that they can kind of look like the bubbles on the water. Alrighty. So some other materials that you're going to probably need is some scissors and some type of a glue. So let me begin. Get all situated here. All right, so the first part's kind of easy. We're going to fix our plate so it's right side up, and this is going to actually get glued down on it. So the easiest way to do that is we take some glue, and I think a glue stick will work with this also. And we just put a nice little layer of glue, like so. Now, if you want to paint this, you can. If you want to color it before you start all this gluing, you can. Decorate it however you want. Now, I will confess, this is not exactly a circle. So, you fix it on there any way you want. And there we go. So we have our base layer, and it's meant to look like water. You can draw little squiggly lines on there for water if you want to, however you want to go. Now the next part, this is going to kind of resemble seaweed, like there. So I kind of cut this little piece in half. And just because I liked it better rounded, I rounded off my corners, like so. And like so. Now seaweed is a little bit squiggly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of make zigzaggy shapes going down, but now don't cut all the way to the bottom of your paper. Leave a little room so you have a way to glue it onto your plate. So let me do this. There we go. And you can make them thin, you can make them thick, you can have big patches. They don't all have to be the same length. There we go. I think you're getting the idea. We're going to take it all the way to the edge. Doot. And do. Now, to help me glue it down, what I kind of did is the strip part that we didn't cut, I bent it up a little bit, like that. And this will allow our seaweed to sit up. See, once we're glued down. Now once we do that, you can use either your glue stick or your regular glue. I'm going to use my Elmer's glue, seeing as how I've got it here and already. And I just put it right along the edges, and then I glue it whatever side's going to be the bottom. So there we go. And then I just kind of fluff up my pieces some. Okay. Now with the other green pieces that we have, you're going to repeat that process. You can cut this one in half. You could put some of it up here. You could put the seaweed wherever you want, okay? So as you see, I kind of overlap mine down here, one side by side. But you can, like I said, seaweed's all over in the ocean, so you can put it wherever you want. Now the next bit is we're going to put some fish down. So I think for this, I'm going to use my glue stick. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of my shark here. And then he's going to be floating in the water there. If you want to give him faces or polka dots or whatever you want to do to him, you can decorate these fish. In your packet, they are, I think, red and a blue paper that I printed them out on, but you can still color them, design those. Oops. Stick into my finger there. We'll add another shark maybe right here. And then last but not least, we have a squiggly little jellyfish. And you might notice when you're making these that your jellyfish looks a little different from mine, and that's because there's so many different species of jellyfish. So you'll have to see what your jellyfish looks like. There we go, he's kind of coming up out of that seaweed. Now, the last thing I have is some sequins, and you can glue those on for decoration. So like there's some seashells, so I'm gonna put a couple dots here and here for my seashells. And there we go. And I'm gonna have my little seashells kind of overlapping a little bit like that. We have some big bubbles. Maybe there's like a big bubble popping up from that seaweed there. And then, let's see, I think I got 3 left. So I'm just gonna put 3 random dots, like so, to finish off my sequins. Now you guys should have a few more in your packs than what I have here on my piece of paper, because I try to give you plenty to decorate with. And maybe if you have like a sandbox, you can always put a little layer of glue and sprinkle sand on there. Just anything you want, you can color the edges. But then once you're all done, you have your own little, like a little aquarium, a little shark or sea aquarium in your own room. You can tape it up on the wall and pretend like you're on a ship and looking out a porthole at the little underwater creatures. And as always, take a picture, show me what you created. And as an extra bonus in this week's craft, as promised, we have some Des Pet blind packs. So if you pick up the craft pack from our library, inside of here, you're going to have a little blind pack in there for your Des Pet. So you'll have to open it, and this will be a little treat for you to add to your Des Pet creation that you made earlier. Alrighty, enjoy. Bye-bye.